This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
More than 100 new cancer cases reported. Marape congratulates 8th Indonesian president. And PNG to participate at the International Court of Justice. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Natasha Voy. Thank you for joining us. About 176 new cases of cancer were reported to Port Moresby General Hospital during the first 6 months of this year, with 77 of those cases being breast cancer. Aina Anota, a physician at the cancer clinic, disclosed this.
According to Dr. Anota, breast cancer is common among women between the ages of 40 to 49 years.
Visit a clinic for breast cancer, they range between the age of 20 to about 70. But most of the women that come to the clinic fall between the age of 40 to 49 years old. Majority of women come around this age group, and most of them, unfortunately, present later. They present with stage 3, stage 4 of breast cancer.
Speaking at a recent cancer fundraising, Anota says the number of cancer patients continues to increase every year.
At our Port Gen Hospital in 2022, we saw about 318 new cancer cases, and breast cancer made up about 86 of those. Last year, that number increased to about 340 new cancer cases, breast cancer also making about 110 of those new cancer cases that were seen. In the first 6 months of this year, we saw 176 new cancer cases.
Aina urged women folks to visit the cancer clinic to have them checked to detect early signs of this killer disease. Gladys Killer, National EMTV News.
In a recent statement made by the Minister for Health, Elias Kapavore, noted that operations of the COVID-19 National Control Center are on hold. The Minister for Health revealed this last Friday.
Now, COVID Center is coming to on hold. They are putting together documents. Lokarim come to office Minister Nagolong NEC. We are now in the process of winding down that particular sector.
He made this announcement following the appointment of the Deputy Controller for National Pandemic Response, Dr. Downey Azurom, as the acting CEO for the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital. This comes after the declaration by the World Health Organization that COVID-19 is no longer a pandemic, with a decreasing trend in COVID-19 related deaths and hospitalization.
Winding down that particular sector because pandemic is COVID is no longer considered as a pandemic under the World Health Organization regulations. So talks have all come. So Milatogol Sam Tesla now go down.
Prime Minister James Marape extended his warmest congratulations to His Excellency Prabowo Subianto on his inauguration as the 8th President of Indonesia. The historic event took place at the Parliamentary Complex in Jakarta, attended by regional and global leaders, including Prime Minister Marape.
Pacific leaders from Australia, New Zealand, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu and PNG attended. Prime Minister Marape represented Papua New Guinea at the ceremony, underscoring the deepening ties between the two nations. His presence highlights the importance of Papua New Guinea's partnership with Indonesia, particularly as the countries seek to expand cooperation beyond traditional areas of focus. He said this momentous occasion marks the beginning of a new chapter, not only for Indonesia, but also for the enduring relationship between our two nations. He further stated that Indonesia is a vital partner in the Pacific and our countries are bound by shared borders, interconnected histories, and mutual economic interests. As close neighbors and natural allies, Papua New Guinea remains committed to further strengthening our relationship with Indonesia across various sectors. As part of his remarks, Prime Minister Marape also extended a formal invitation to President Subianto to participate in Papua New Guinea's 50th independence anniversary celebrations next year, a gesture that highlights the strong and evolving partnership between the two countries. Prime Minister Marape's visit to Jakarta builds upon discussions held in August 2024 between the two leaders, where they outlined key aspirations for enhanced collaboration. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Now chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Money Plus we're ready to go.
Mipla halivim wari bilang you.
They wanted time by me Platinum House.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true.
Winning House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, hide him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
Payubong him kain heavy long walkabout blong you long display ground. Tasol also want pla public servant, healthcare, life insurance na family security blong you emi big plus something throw. National Public Service New Care Association or PSNA emi partner blong you long healthcare, life insurance na too long strong in financial security blong you. One time PSNA you na family blong you by kisim good plan na quality service. Abay you nap too long buy him all bill blong you one time smart card ID blong Mipla. Join in Public Service New Care Association now. Long wana Mipla, he can look out him destiny blong you. PSNA, I mean partner blong you. Long look out him health blong you now. Long come up him good plus sit down blong you. Long behind time.
Number 1, super emojis are all semi.
Number 1's for everyone on land
and on the sea. No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Minister for Justice and Attorney General Pilani Ningi announced today that Papua New Guinea has formally registered its intention to participate in proceedings at the International Court of Justice.
The announcement follows Prime Minister James Marape's emphasis during the 79th United Nations General Assembly session on the urgent need to address the impacts of climate change on Papua New Guinea's rainforests, biodiversity and indigenous cultures. Minister Niningi said this marks the nation's first engagement in this global legal forum, responding to a request from the United Nations General Assembly for an advisory opinion on the state's legal obligations concerning climate change.
The government of Papua New Guinea, through the Office of the Minister for Justice and Attorney General, is proud to announce its historic decision to participate in the International Court of Justice process for the first time. Having formally registered our intention to deliver an oral statement on the legal obligation of the states, especially in the developing countries, in respect of climate change.
He underscored the importance of global partnerships and called for fair compensation and climate finance for forest nations.
This significant development aligns with the firm position PNG has taken in dealing with environmental heritage and its essential battle against climate change over the years.
Niningi said PNG's participation is crucial for Pacific Island nations facing rising sea levels and changing weather patterns.
Discussion and program where we develop it, now we will participate. In other words, we go there to prepare our case. It is important that we take this position that climate change is not a myth, it's just not a story, but it is a fact. We all know that it is really happening. And so it is our obligation as a big country in this part of the world.
The International Court of Justice meeting is scheduled for December 2nd and will last for 2 weeks in the Netherlands. The advisory opinion is expected to clarify the legal responsibilities of states in combating climate change under international law. James Guke, National EMTV News.
The National Court of Justice today upheld in part the objection to competency in the matter of a disputed return for the Lagaip open electorate. The petitioner for this being Tomait Kapili, with first respondent MP Amos Akem and the second respondent being the Electoral Commission of PNG. The objection to competency was filed on 29th January on the petition filed on January 4 this year by the first respondent and supported by the second respondent. The grounds of objection were summarized broadly as the failure to plead the constituent elements of alleged offences of bribery and undue influences, failure to plead the material facts, facts pleaded were too general and vague, and breach of law. Ruling on this matter today was Justice Joseph Yagi, who found that out of 15 primary allegations raised in the petition, 7 were dismissed and 8 will go to trial. The grounds in the petition that survived are allegations 1 to 6 and 8 of bribery, along with allegation 14 of errors and omission. The orders for the case include objection to competency upheld in part as outlined, and the trial of the remaining grounds in the petition will commence at 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday, the 22nd of October 2024, that being tomorrow. Administrative Services Minister Richard Masere has assured the public that the 2024 national census is progressing exceptionally well and the population number is expected to be announced by November this year.
The 2024 National Population Census with the theme Be Counted, No One Left Behind, scheduled for counting to commence from June 17th to the 30th of June, did not go well as expected.
The census is progressing exceptionally well at the moment. It's taken us a little bit longer than we anticipated, but this is because Papua New Guinea is quite a challenging country. We had quite a lot of areas in the remote areas, and we have now completed the enumerations across the country, and right now what we are doing is now we are synchronizing the data.
According to Minister Masere, about 12 provinces among the 22 provinces are yet to complete the census. Administrative Services Minister said the 2024 national census took longer than expected due to logical challenges posed by access to PNG's rural areas.
So we've already gone past the 2011 census count, but I won't disclose any of that figure until we complete the census, and then the Prime Minister will have the liberty to announce the actual population in our country. But I can assure Papua New Guinea that census is progressing exceptionally well. The enumeration and data collection is completed. What we are now doing is busy uploading across the country. So
he assured the country that the census is progressing well despite these challenges faced.
Already we've completed 10 provinces and we've got about 12 provinces which are undertaken, but we may have about 1 or 2 provinces that may not complete by the 31st of October. And once we complete that, we are then going to concentrate on those 1 or 2 provinces to make sure that within 1 or 2 weeks into November, we complete them so the census population number can be announced.
Minister Masere confirmed that some provinces are yet to be completed. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
And now we take a look at the NESFAN market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2540 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2465 US, $0.3642 Australian dollars, 0.2192 euro, and 36.54 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher. Coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copra closed lower, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
It's October Best at Theodist. Everyday low price. Everything you buy comes with 1-year warranty. And guess what? We have discounted prices with our printers, monitors, and laptops at POM, Lay, and Hagen. Check the retail shops for more details. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Terms and conditions apply. Theodist, proudly serving you for over 50 years.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
For generations, our families have enjoyed the fresh taste of Besta from our very own waters. Healthy, tasty, and made by our people for our people. Besta continues to be the pride of PNG because we make sure that all the goodness from our oceans remains in our hands. Besta, PNG's premier household brand.
The stories about Papua New Guinea we hear are very much rooted in old stereotypes, and I thought I wanted to tell a more contemporary story of the island. Yeah, we wanted to make a world record, the world's first circumnavigation of New Guinea Island in a traditional sailing canoe.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National MTV News. Commissioner of Police David Manning has sidelined 2 police personnel involved in a contentious incident at the National Centre of Training Excellence last week. The Commissioner has stated that a thorough investigation is underway, led by the Deputy Commissioner of Police, to examine the allegations stemming from the exchange.
Commissioner Manning said he is aware of an unprofessional exchange between personnel at the National Centre of Training Excellence, stating that he has zero tolerance for such behavior, especially from those responsible for training future police officers. The Deputy Commissioner has been tasked with a comprehensive review of recruitment activities, focusing on potential deviations from approved practices. Commissioner Manning emphasized the seriousness of the situation, stating that if any wrongdoing is confirmed, the consequences could include suspension, dismissal, and even criminal charges. Manning reiterated the importance of integrity and professionalism within the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary, stating that the behavior is totally unacceptable. Those involved should not be near recruits who are being trained to uphold the highest standards of conduct. In addition to addressing the immediate incident, the review will investigate allegations of impropriety in recruitment processes that were raised during the exchange and reported on social media. The Commissioner noted that any individual improperly admitted to the recruit training program would face immediate dismissal and possibly criminal investigation alongside anyone who aided such admissions. James Guka, National MTV News.
With 10 more days to go, work on the National Kenu and Kundu Festival Village to house sponsors, vendors and visitors are to be completed by Wednesday. Workers from nearby villages, Alotau Town youths and inmates from Gilgili Prison have been working tirelessly around the clock to build the makeshift shelters. After a recess of 4 years under the new National Kenu and Kundu Festival Committee Chairman, Habona Tasman, there are challenges to revive the festival when the committee was reappointed in the middle of the year. It was noted that despite a short turnaround time frame, no office space to plan and coordinate, and lack of adequate financial support, the festival will proceed on November 1st to the 3rd, according to Chairman Tasman. The chairman said participant canoes and their traditional dances will start sailing in on their canoes from the outer islands by next week. He also called on all participants attending this year's festival to be fully dressed in traditional attires, emphasizing on full traditional dress with no rubber tongs, clothing, and even no PVC pipes for wooden kundus, highlighting it as being authentic culturally. Canoes and dances are expected from Kiriwina, Good Enough, Dobu, and Huhu, among others. Most of the outer island canoes are actively used in the Kula trade ring, while hosts Huhu have the war canoes used in their ancestors' days in cannibal trades, while the mainland will display their vast array of Kundu drums in the traditional dances. And now moving to overseas news. Israel is stepping up their strikes against Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, where local officials say 87 people have died and dozens more wounded in the north of the Strip.
A nearby hospital took in many of the injured after an attack in the residential area of Beit Lahia. A day after the strike, rescuers continue to search for survivors. Gazan authorities say children are among the dead after a multi-storey building was flattened, along with at least 4 neighbouring houses.
We were asleep around midnight when it suddenly felt like an earthquake hit the area. Debris was falling on us. We rushed outside after hearing the screams of women and children and found that our neighbours had been targeted by massive bombs. Tons of explosives had fallen on a residential neighbourhood full of civilians and displaced families. All those who died here were seeking shelter in what they believed to be a safer place.
Israel maintains it carried out a precision strike in Gaza and is disputing the death toll. The Israeli military has intensified strikes in the territory over the past fortnight to prevent Hamas from regrouping after killing its leader Yahya Sinwar. Israel has confirmed a high-ranking colonel has been killed in combat in northern Gaza by an explosive device. The militant group remains defiant and has released video, it says, shows attacks by its fighters on Israeli forces.
The Business Council of Australia has put forward its plan to fix Australia's housing crisis, claiming the Albanese government is 64,000 homes behind per year on its target.
We have this target to build 1.2 million homes by the end of the decade. The Albanese government's put that forward, and actually the Business Council of Australia backs that target, but they say we're moving too slowly, and to reach that 1.2 million figure, we need to be building about 64,000 extra homes per year between now and the end of the decade. They've put forward this proposal for a $10 billion fund, basically which would see states and territories incentivised for smoothing out planning and regulation issues that are stopping the construction of houses. Part of this $10 billion would go towards more money for apprenticeships to get those skills needed to get more houses built. Also, a fast tracking of permanent residency applications for people from overseas who have the skills needed to build houses more quickly. And critically, Gemma, in this plan from the Business Council of Australia, a proposal to move away from stamp duty towards a ongoing land tax. We know that there are many state governments that are somewhat addicted to the revenue of stamp duty. That's that large upfront payment that we make when we buy property. There's a proposal to move away from that, and Bran Black from the Property Council of Australia has explained why the organisation thinks that's a good idea. It's largely around downsizing people or empty nesters. Here's what Bran Black had to say.
You think about it from the perspective of somebody who's perhaps young and looking to move interstate and buy a home. They might be disincentivised from doing that, from freeing up a larger family home because of that large upfront cost. So any step that we can take towards abolishing stamp duty is going to be a good step.
The Queensland election campaign is into its final week, with cost of living and crime concerns topping voters' agendas.
Well, I think we can look at some of the polling, obviously, and the way the debates have been going, but just having the current party in for so long, people are looking for change. And I think that's also reflected in the council elections that we had much earlier in the year, back in March. Again, there we saw quite a lot of independent candidates coming forward, and some were quite successful. And people, I think, just looking they're looking for alternatives. They're looking to solutions to some of those sort of big ticket items like crime and cost of living that we've been hearing about a lot during this campaign. Yeah, that's right. Well, of course, a year ago, we had the voice referendum. And then, as I say, we had the council elections in March. And in the case of Townsville, there's still some uncertainty around the council, the mayor, and that position. And that may lead to another election. And of course, we've got this election. And I think, Queenslanders, we tend to, most people generally, but we sort of start paying attention now in the last week, a majority. And so there's a bit of fatigue and a bit of uncertainty and not knowing sort of whether to change, because we've had the current government in for quite some time. But equally, historically, Queenslanders have generally voted for Labor. As you look back, I think it's something like over the last 30 elections, there's been a fair amount have gone to Labor.
National MTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
They wanted them by me Platinum House.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, find him ticket inside lo bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
All workers deserve a happy and comfortable retirement, no matter what you do. You don't have to work for the government or a big company to enjoy all the benefits of Super. Number ones for everyone. Becoming a number one choice Super member is super easy. Join today and enjoy being a part of PNG's oldest, biggest and most successful Super Fund.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
The stories about Papua New Guinea we hear are very much rooted in old stereotypes, and I thought I wanted to tell a more contemporary story of the island. Yeah, we wanted to make a world record, the world's first circumnavigation of New Guinea Island in a traditional sailing canoe.
That's on tonight.
Chukai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. The PNG Kickboxing Federation is preparing 30 athletes to participate in the World Kickboxing Championship, set to kick off next month.
Speaking to Chukai Sports today, PNG Kickboxing Federation President Stanley Nandex gave insights of the preparations.
It's a world event, and due to situation that we are in terms of sponsorships and support, we're in a very crucial time. And I think to have recognized by companies like this, PCS, a company that has been providing a service in NCD, especially with security, to recognize and to accept our call to come on board to see where they can able to assist. We really acknowledge that.
Nandex also emphasized on the importance of the sporting code.
I'm here to now take the lead in terms of embracing and supporting the new and upcoming athletes. These are only opportunity, a platform where we can able to support and to bring youth out of other negative activities they may be engaged to. Sport is something that we need to be, value. We need to really value a lot because it helps to change the mindsets of youth and keep them busy and occupied in sports programs.
Jonathan Sibona, Chukai Sports.
World Kickboxing gold medalist and PNG international athlete Thomas Kagili has received 10,000 kina support from the Pacific Corporate Security today.
Ahead of his participation in the World Kickboxing Championships in Spain, Thomas Kagili has received a significant boost. Pacific Corporate Security has shown its support by providing a 10,000 kina sponsorship to help Kagili as he represents PNG on the world stage. This financial backing is crucial as Kagili prepares to compete against some of the world's best kickboxers in a highly anticipated event. In an interview today, Kagili said he is very proud and will do his best in the World Championships.
Thank you, Chief. Now, thank you, PCS, where you support me to the finish. Thank you, some corporate sponsor like Governor supporting me since the 2016-17 Kickboxing. Thank you. I mentioned name long Gordon Kampa supporting me too. Thank you, long Dr. Samuel Memo, M2M got MB flats minister coming long supporting me corporate dinner long at the NSC restaurant.
Kagili's success in previous competition in Miami, USA has made him a prominent figure in the sport, and the support from Pacific Corporate Security underscores the importance of corporate sponsorship in aiding athletes' preparations for international events. With this assistance, Kagili will be better equipped to focus on his training and represent his country with pride. Pacific Corporate Security CEO and Managing Director Jacob Kaupa also gave his sentiments.
I, as a Papua New Guinean, I have a passion, a drive in me that I can say that I'll support in whatever ways we can. That come to this far that I've seen a couple of his fighters from all over the country train here in Mosby, around the country, and then one of them happened to bump into me. That was Thomas Kigili. And actually, Thomas Kigili and myself, we are also working together with NCD governor in some of his sporting events. And then governor also said that, Jacob, I think you also look at this person and you put your weight behind him because he has the potential like the mentor himself, Stanley. Oh, I said, all right. And that's from the horse's mouth. I say, yes, I've seen him also fighting. And not knowing that he was planned to go and fight at Miami as well. USA. And yes, he did.
Jonathan Sibona, Chukai Sports.
The Port Moresby Soccer Association has ended the 2024 competition on a high note over the weekend.
With the successful grand finals, competitions manager Joseph Hame said it was a tough journey.
We finished my season last day, one time lower divisions until premier games last day. So last day grand final was okay, good plan. Turnout was good. Performance for teams for grand final and turnout all right straight. Which imply looking quality football both from lower divisions up to premier and youths.
He congratulated the winners and also everyone that took part in the competition.
First of all, I like him acknowledgement and thank you to the President, one time all Executive Blongam. Thank you through the GS2, General Secretary, George, who's been behind us with the Executive, steering me plan, running competition. And then also thank you to PMSA ground staffs. Now also big thank you to the clubs. Without them, PMSA won't be exist, and competition too, but not to come up. So me like big thank you through the clubs that respective presidents, the clubs, now management we only keeping teams coming up season and finish.
Hame said he is looking forward for the next season.
Problem we have another FA Cup, which is the top league cup. It's yet low after by November nabat. That has to be up. Approved by EXCO. By tomorrow, we go sit-down meeting, and then we have to deliberate on that. On next season, we play which Momkas FC only winning my club championship. They will represent PMSA at club championship up at Lay. So we also like to congratulate him. Momkas both man and Merilo representing PMSA or this level. Yep.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans, 100 megabytes of data, all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes, plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good
Premier household brand.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Jordan Dangi. Join me weekly at 7 p.m. every Tuesday nights on House and Home as we talk about pet care, health and fitness, home improvement ideas, feature stories, pick a book, Hatok Mom, and everything to do with home and lifestyle. That's House and Home, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights on your number one to watch, EMTV.
They wanted time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Winning House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside lo bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
You're watching Chukai Sports. The PNG Binatangs and PNG Karukum's under-17 sides are set to showcase their talent in the 2024 Pacific Cup, scheduled to take place from November 14 to 17 at the Sunshine Coast, Australia.
The PNG Binatangs, the boys team, and the PNG Karakums, the girls team, have both been selected for their skills, dedication and passion for the game. Competing in the prestigious Pacific Cup, the tournaments will provide these emerging athletes with an opportunity to gain international experience and test their abilities against some of the best teams from across the Pacific region. The teams have undergone rigorous training and development programs in preparations for this tournament under the guidance of experienced coaches and support staff. Their participation in the Pacific Cup not only highlights their athletic potential, but also reflects the growing popularity of AFL in Papua New Guinea. As they head into the tournament, the PNG Binatangs and PNG Karakums are poised to put on a strong performance, representing their country with pride and determination, and hoping to bring home the title from this exciting event. Jonathan Sibona, Chukai Sports.
In an intense showdown, Lay City FC showcased their resilience by staging a remarkable comeback, defeating Hekari United 2-1 to secure a spot in the Premier Soccer League finals.
The thrilling match saw Hekari United take the lead in the first half, setting the tone for a tough contest. However, Lay City, known for their grit and determination, turned the game around in the second half. Their perseverance paid off when they managed to level the scoreline, bringing the game to an exciting 1-on-1. Not long after, Lay City FC struck again with a decisive second goal, sealing their place in the PSL 2024 finals. Another match saw the Port Moresby Strikers defeated the Admiralty Islands 2-1 to cement the third spot in the league standings. The first half was scoreless all throughout, with both teams missing goal opportunities and struggling to find their footing. Both teams came back strong in the final 15 minutes into the second half, scoring the goals. Admiralty Island set the tone with Pascal Potiku's goal in the 73rd minute, while Port Moresby Strikers' Obed Simon came through to level the score in the 80th minute, and Emmanuel Simongi sealed the victory from a penalty. Jonathan Sibona, Chukai Sports.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
They wanted them by me Platinum House.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Winning House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside lo bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Number 1, super loyalties are all send me.
Number 1 for everyone on land
and on the sea.
Number 1's for everyone.
No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
For generations, our families have enjoyed the fresh taste of Besta from our very own waters. Healthy, tasty, and made by our people for our people. Besta continues to be the pride of PNG because we make sure that all the goodness from our oceans remains in our hands. Besta, PNG's premier household brand.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The stories about Papua New Guinea we hear are very much rooted in old stereotypes, and I thought I wanted to tell a more contemporary story of the island. Yeah, we wanted to make a world record, the world's first circumnavigation of New Guinea Island in a traditional sailing canoe.
That's on tonight.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him on the walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And now looking at the weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, mostly cloudy with inland showers and possible thunderstorms. Daru, mostly fine. Kerema, mostly cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Alotau, few afternoon rain and drizzles, easing to partly cloudy. Popondetta, partly cloudy with some afternoon rain showers. In the Momase region, Ley City, partly cloudy with chances of a few afternoon rain showers. Madang, cloudy with periods of some rain and drizzles at times. Wewak, cloudy with periods of rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Vanimo, cloudy periods with chances of showers and rain drizzles. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with rain. Kavieng, mostly cloudy with some rain. Kokopo and Rabaul, rain showers and possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. Kimbe, some rain with possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. And Buka, mostly cloudy with periods of rain showers. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, some afternoon rain showers. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa, periods of rain. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek, periods of rain showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And before we go, the nation's capital Governor Powes Pakop has revealed plans to restore safety, security and confidence in the nation's capital.
While announcing the plans to rebuild safety in NCD, Governor Pakop said he expects the government to address other aspects of law and order that they don't have direct control and authority over.
We can build infrastructure, roads. We can build service facilities, clinics and hospitals and schools. But what use are these facilities, this infrastructure like roads, if our people cannot use it because it's unsafe?
He also stressed on the importance of installing CCTV Safe City project.
I'm prepared as a governor of a capital city to submit to our board. I hope we can sit this week to reconfigure our budget so that we give safety and security, support to the police, our priority. Make sure that our capital city is secured.
Governor Pakop revealed that they are not afraid of the rural migration challenge as long as they are given the resources to integrate them into various social or youth programs.
We cannot compromise the security and wellness of our capital city. Importantly, we cannot allow our capital city to go to irresponsible people, criminals and hooligans. We must not allow this to happen. And today I want to send a message to all our people. Under my watch, it won't happen. And we here, the team that is assembled here, we are here to convey this message to that we will start to have zero tolerance on this type of activities.
NCD Central ACP Peter Guinness strongly supported the CCTV initiative and stressed on the importance of maintaining law and order not only in NCD but throughout PNG.
Mushroomed and all over the city and outside of city boundaries. So this is some of those problems. And when people from outside come here, we do not respect the indigenous people of Port Moresby, the Motuans and the Koitabuans. These are the local people of Port Moresby City. The city is built on their land, and they don't come and they don't fight. There is no ethnicity. There is no ethnical violence between the Motuans and the Koitabuans.
And city governor calls for collective efforts from all citizens and stakeholders for a peaceful city and allow women and girls to walk freely and live their lives as they wish. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 21st of October, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits